Hello friends, welcome to my channel once again. These days we are covering important MCQs related to William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, who himself is a separate entity, separate subject, separate topic. After covering this video, we will have covered total 80 questions, and these all 80 questions are going to be really important for you. If you cover all these questions in detail, you will surely get 5 to 10 additional marks in your exams, be it any competitive exam, be it UGC NET, be it MA English Entrance, be it TGT PGT or DSSSB or any other competitive literary exam. So let us continue with question number 71. तो हम लोग इस वीडियो में 10 क्वेश्चंस कवर करेंगे. 70 क्वेश्चंस we have already covered. After covering this video, we will have covered total 80 questions. These 80 questions are extremely important for you. Please do tell me your score in comments after covering all these 80 questions. Question number 71. All the world is a stage and all the men and women merely players. हमारा आज का जो वीडियो होगा that will mostly be about all the important quotes given by Shakespeare. ये quotes भी आपको exams में बहुत बार आते. The correct answer of this question is as you like it, option C. The most famous speech in As You Like It is called The Seven Ages of Man. All the world is a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits, they have their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. Jack has spoken this famous phrase in Act 2, Scene 2 of the play As You Like It. Today is the quote special day. We will understand all the important quotes given by Shakespeare in this video. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Who spoke these lines or from which play the lines are taken? The correct answer is option B, Richard III. My kingdom for a horse is a quotation from Act 5, Scene 4 of Shakespeare's Richard III. At the end of the play, Richard has lost his horse on the battlefield and we see his extreme level of frustration. We see him speaking, a horse, my kingdom for a horse. Next question and question number 73. The course of true love never did run smooth. सच्चे प्यार की राहें कभी आसान नहीं होती, बहुत मुश्किलें आती है, right? 73rd question, and these lines are taken from A Midsummer Night's Dream, option D. True love always encounters some or other kind of problem. The proverb comes from the play Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare, of course, said by Lysander to Hermia in Act 1, Scene 1. Next quote, to sleep, perchance to dream. There is the rub. From which play the lines are taken? These are probably the most famous lines from the famous section of option C, Hamlet. Prince Hamlet contemplates here suicide and death. This speech explains his hesitation to immediately exact revenge upon the murderer of his father, King Hamlet. Sleep here represents death and perchance means perhaps. The literal meaning of this quote is that death is a better choice to end the sufferings of one's life. It implies that unconsciousness or dreamless sleep after death would be ideal to get rid of all the troubles and all the sufferings in life. Next question, question number 75. Look at these beautiful lines. By the flickering of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. These lines, very striking piece of verse, not only because of the way it sounds, but also because of its ominous announcement of some approaching monster. On his way home from a battle that he has won, Macbeth, national hero, is confronted by three witches. Three witches who tell him a few things about what the immediate future will bring him and add that he is going to be the king very soon. When the minor predictions come true, an ambition so deeply buried in his mind that he hasn't been aware of it comes to the surface. That is to be the king. He does become the king, but the madness, the paranoia begins to affect him, and he takes extreme measures, including more and more murders, to cover up his crime and keep his hold on power. The witches, supernatural creatures, are representative of pure evil, their existence being entirely devoted to destroying human beings. Macbeth is their current big project and they watch his decline. When he can't stand his guilt and fear anymore, he decides to seek the witches out to find what is going to happen to him now. They know he is coming, and as he approaches, the second witch tells her sisters, "By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes." So said by a witch. He is now a thing actually. Look at the lines. Now this person, Macbeth, is just a thing for these witches. He is now a thing, not a person, and very far from the hero he was at the beginning of the play. He's not just a thing, but something wicked coming this way. It is a terrifying image, the kind of the thing that terrifies us in all the horror kind of movies or this type of plays. So option B here is the correct answer. Next quote, question number 76. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Who said it? These lines are said in the play Julius Caesar. Friends, Roman countrymen, lend me your ears is the first line of a speech by Mark Antony in the play Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, of course, occurring in Act 3, Scene 2. It is one of the most famous lines in all Shakespeare's work. Everyone listen to me, that is the meaning. This is a famous quote, very famous, and people often invoke it at the beginning of speech. As an illusion also, this quote is used many a times. Next quote, question number 77. The first thing we do, let us kill all the lawyers. Lawyers must be offended by listening to this quote, but this is said by Shakespeare. Let us kill all the lawyers is a fine line from William Shakespeare's Henry VI, Part 2. Option A is the right answer here. Henry VI, Part 2, Act 4, Scene 2. The line has been interpreted in different ways. Criticism of how lawyers maintain the privilege of the wealthy and powerful, implicit praise of how lawyers stand in the way of violent mobs, and criticism of bureaucracy and perversions of the rule of law. So first thing, let us kill all the lawyers. Next quote and question number 78. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. किसने कही ये लाइन और कौन से प्ले से ली गई ये लाइन्स? The lines are from Hamlet, the very famous play. The lady doth protest too much, methinks, is a line from the play Hamlet by William Shakespeare. It is spoken by Queen Gertrude in response to the insincere overacting of a character in the play within play created by Prince Hamlet to prove his uncle Claudius' guilt in the murder of his father, the King of Denmark, King Hamlet. The phrase is used in everyday speech to indicate doubt of someone's sincerity, especially regarding the truth of a strong denial. Hamlet believes that his father, the king, was murdered by Uncle Claudius, who then married Gertrude, his mother. Hamlet decides to stage a play, The Murder of Gonzago, that follows a similar kind of sequence of events in order to test whether viewing it will trigger guilty conscience on the part of Claudius and both Gertrude. As Hamlet, Gertrude, Claudius, and others watch the play within play, the play queen representing Gertrude declares in flowery language, decorative language, that she will never remarry if her husband dies. Hamlet then turns to his mother and asks, "Madam, how like you this play?" To which She replies ironically, "The lady doth protest too much, methinks," meaning that the player of the queen's protestations of love and fidelity are too excessive to be believed. Option B, Hamlet, is the right answer. 79. Question number 79. What is in a name that which we call a rose? Very famous lines these are, and I know many of you already know. What is in a name that which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? That is the full quote. Juliet spoke this quote in, of course, Romeo and Juliet. Juliet knows that the blood feud prevents her from loving a Montag, that is Romeo. She ponders it, and it is only your name that is the enemy, but you are not my enemy. I love you. Next question, question number 80. How beauteous mankind is, O brave new world. ब्रेव न्यू वर्ल्ड से कई स्टूडेंट्स को कुछ याद आ गया होगा. दिस इज ए नोवेल बाय एल्डर्स हक्सली टू. Let us see from which play of Shakespeare the lines are taken. The current quote or lines are taken from The Tempest by William Shakespeare. This line is one of the most famous quotes from the play The Tempest by William Shakespeare. It is a phrase taken from this play, The Tempest, and it is used ironically as the brave new world presented as an utopia turns out, in fact, to be a nightmare in which human beings are trapped in a society where their humanity is completely eliminated, completely deleted. In Shakespeare's The Tempest, Miranda says, "How beauteous mankind is, O brave new world, that has such people in it." Taken from option A, Tempest. This quote, we have been doing one quote in the end of each video. पहले के 7 videos में भी किया है, इस video में भी करेंगे. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. William Shakespeare said it, of course, but in which play? This is said in the play Hamlet and spoken by the character Polonius. Polonius, while talking to his son Laertes when he was leaving for a hostel in France, for studies in France, Polonius says these lines, "सुनो सबकी, लेकिन अपनी बात सबको मत बताओ. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice." तो इस लाइन का मतलब यही है, बहुत अच्छी एक एडवाइस है पहले तो पोलोनियस की तरफ से, और लाइन का मतलब यही है कि that you need to make sure you listen to everything that is said around you. अपने आसपास जो कुछ भी हो रहा है उसके लिए अपने कान खुले रखो. But you don't always want to be the one who is saying things. Do not keep saying things. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप अपनी बातें, अपनी लाइफ, अपने सीक्रेट्स हर किसी को हर वक्त बता रहे हो, बट आपके खुद के कान हर वक्त अपने आसपास की इवेंट्स पर होने चाहिए. Such a beautiful proverb. So hence we reach to the end of this part of the video. 80 questions we have already covered, और इससे पहले हमने नॉन फिक्शन की एक सीरीज कवर की थी जिसमें हमने 100 questions को कवर किया था. वो 100 questions और ये 80 questions are really going to be very important for you. आप लोग अपने approximately 20 marks increase कर सकते हैं इन दोनों सीरीज को कवर करके, but you always need to cover the topics in detail, and to cover the topics in detail you may join the classes. The link is given in description to contact us for admission purpose. Thanks a lot for watching. Best of luck for your exams, and please do not forget to tell me your score out of 80.